Hello and welcome to today's Parent Chat. My name is Rihanna Redmond. I'm an infant and early childhood mental health consultant at Children's Resource Center in Bowling Green. Today's Parent Chat topic is how to manage biting. Why do infants bite? Infants may bite to communicate something. So they may bite because they're overstimulated, maybe they're feeling frightened or tired. They don't have the words to tell us what they're feeling or what they want or need, so they may bite to, again, tell us something. Older infants may bite because they're teething. So when infants are teething, their teeth are coming through their gums, and that can be very painful. So they might be biting to try to relieve some of that pain from the teething. Why do toddlers bite? Toddlers may bite to communicate something. Again, all behavior is communication. So they lack the verbal communication skills to use their words to tell us what it is that they're thinking or feeling or what they want or need. And they also lack the self regulation skills to express their feelings in a positive way. Toddlers may bite because they're feeling frustrated or because they're angry or they're upset about something, and they don't have the words to tell us that, so they may use the biting to communicate. And why do preschoolers bite? So again, preschoolers, they're still developing their verbal communication skills, so they might not yet have the words to use to express their feelings. They may not have the problem solving skills yet to appropriately resolve conflict. So if there is a situation between, a preschooler and a friend or a preschooler and their sibling at home, they might be fighting over a toy, and if they don't have the problem solving skills to solve that problem in a positive way, or if they don't have the verbal communication skills to express their needs with their words, they might use biting to get that need met or to communicate whatever it is that they wanted. And then preschoolers may not have the self regulation skills to calm themselves down. So they don't have the ability to cope with those big feelings or that frustration. So they resort to biting. So, how do you respond to infants biting? So, when an infant bites, you want to make sure to use a calm voice and say, biting hurts, no biting. You can redirect the infant by either offering them a different toy to play with. You can pick the infant up and move them over to a different area to play someplace else. If an infant is biting another child, you want to comfort the child who was bitten. So make sure you go to the victim first, make sure that they're okay, attend to that injury. You want to help comfort them and calm them down. You can redirect that child to a more soothing activity. So maybe if it's, listening to some soothing music or helping them to calm down and take deep breaths. Um, and then you want to talk to the biter and make sure that they know, we want to build those self-regulation skills. So we're going to take deep breaths and then help redirect them to a soothing activity as well. And how do you respond to toddlers biting? So when a toddler bites, you can stand right in between the victim and the biter, and let them know, again, using a calm voice, no biting, biting hurts. You want to address the injury right away, and redirect the victim to a soothing activity, comfort them. It can be scary if someone bites you, it can be upsetting or frustrating. So we want to make sure that they're comforted and they're able to express their feelings about the situation in a positive way. And then, help the biter take those deep breaths to calm down and then redirect them to a different activity as well. And then how do you respond to preschoolers biting? Again, you can stand right in between the biter and the victim, using that calm voice to say, stop biting, no biting, biting hurts. We want to make sure that we keep our friends and siblings safe. Biting hurts, no biting. Again, addressing that injury, helping the victim calm down. So we want to make sure that they're able to express those feelings of, sadness, frustration. If they're feeling afraid, we want to help comfort them. And then help the biter and the victim, help them build those self-regulation skills by taking those deep breaths with them and then redirecting them to a soothing activity. Preschoolers are, building those communication skills. So you can help them by using their words to express their feelings. So you can help the victim say, please don't bite me, or I don't like that, please stop. So that way they are building those communication skills as well. So how can you prevent biting? So the first thing that you want to do is supervise children closely and read their cues. So reading cues just has to do with observing, their behavior, observing their actions, observing their facial expressions, their body language, or their gestures, and see how they're responding to new activities or experiences throughout the day. So you can pay attention to those clues that say that maybe they're getting frustrated, or this is difficult for them. So this picture here, this little girl looks like she's maybe feeling frustrated because her eyebrows are furrowed and she's got her arms crossed, and these two children look like they are maybe fighting over a toy. And this picture here looks like maybe the blocks fell down and she's feeling sad, or maybe this girl here took some blocks from her. And then this child here looks like maybe he's getting ready to hit someone, or maybe he's going to bite. So before the behavior escalates to biting, what we can do is help them build those self-regulation skills. So we read their cues to know that the situation is getting escalated, so that we can help stop it before it happens. So these strategies come from the Devereaux Center for Resilient Children. And the strategy, again, to prevent biting, this one is modeling. So we just want to demonstrate the words and actions you want children to use. So modeling, helps children learn those new behaviors. So it helps them to solve those problems and come up with a different positive way to handle that situation. So we want to model the positive ways to express feelings, and model our own self-regulation skills. So we can say out loud, I'm feeling frustrated, or I'm feeling sad. So I'm going to take a deep breath and relax. We can model that, taking those deep breaths, or maybe this is meditating, or taking a moment to reflect and relax. This little girl here looks like she's in her safe place. So maybe she is taking some deep breaths. These are the Devereaux Center for Resilient Children. These are the breathing. These come from Conscious Discipline, the breathing strategies. And so again, giving children the words to use when they're feeling frustrated, and modeling the positive ways to express their feelings. The next strategy is to help with problem solving. So help children problem solve to make a safer choice. So instead of biting, they can say, please stop. They can get a teacher or a parent. They can, play something different. They can walk away. So using visuals either in the classroom or at home, this can help children to remember what it is that those social rules are. So being gentle with our friends, or using nice touches, having enough personal space. These remind children, what they can do. And so, having a visual of the problem solving process. So what can they do if they have a problem? Instead of biting, we want to go back to this visual and figure out how to solve that problem. You can practice using these friendship cues and clues during playtime. So coming up with different scenarios and asking, how would you solve that problem? And then another strategy is to offer choices. So sometimes during the problem solving process, they might not be able to come up with different positive choices. So we can offer those choices to them. So, giving them two different ways that they could calm down. If they're feeling frustrated, instead of biting, you could take a deep breath and relax, or maybe you could walk away and go get a drink of water. So offer two different choices so that they are able to choose something positive that they can help with that self-regulation. Another option would be to provide some appropriate options to chew or bite. So, some children need to bite or chew. They have a sensory need, an oral sensory need. So if it is an infant that might be teething, we can offer teething rings or teething toys for them to get that oral sensory need met, or, to relieve some of that pain. If it's a toddler or a preschooler, maybe we can offer crunchy snacks so they can bite into an apple or bite carrots. And again, there is another option called Chulery. So this offers preschool children an opportunity to bite or chew something that is appropriate for them to help meet that oral sensory need. The strategies came from this book here. It's called Behavioral Challenges in Early Childhood Settings by Connie Jo Smith, and also the Devereaux Center for Resilient Children and Conscious Discipline. And for more resources, please check us out on our YouTube channel at Children's Resource Center, and find us on Facebook at CRC Infant and Early Childhood Connection. Thanks.